Yo guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. Anime Vanguards updated not too long ago, and it's a banner unit. SUKUNA and GOJO, of course it's not, you know, evolution or something, but whatever. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Alright, let's see if I can even get GOJO SUKUNA.
By the way, you'll be able to
SUKUNA 1,000 down.
Great.
Alright, so me and my friends AFK'd the portals overnight to get a bunch of capsules. I have 761, but technically we are still going at it.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Because we helped like put up an AFK. Nah bro, cause what the fuck did I just say? Because we helped like put up. What the fuck?
I got prides one above all 3 times.
3 times? The
Yeah.
fuck? I'm gonna spin on the bear.
I'll get it for
Yeah. I still got the capsules that open.
Yeah, you'll probably get like 300 or 400k currency. You will.
Damn. As you saw, I got over 10,000 stat chips from those capsules. And as you can see, I have 0 left. Well, that's because I used every single one. Let's see how much I have. 25 damage stat, 20 SPA, 17 range. If you go to the event in the middle, it'll tell you. It's 15 for a Memoria or something like that. Well, time to get GOJO versus SUKUNA. I think. Can I even get him? Maybe not. Maybe I can. No, I can't. I got him before pity. Yeah. Yeah, I got him before pity. Oh, it's everywhere. Oh, it's not good. Yes, bro. Alright, let's get Monarch on my boy. Also, they posted a code: 1,000 rerolls, 200k iced tea, 100 summer capsules. Like, what? And they're also adding, for the anniversary event, they're adding, for Sunjin Woo, they are adding a new rarity that takes so much work and effort that we can only release them once or twice a year. They are not exaggerating. I am so fucking hyped for my boy Sunjin Woo to be top tier meta again. Did I? Alright, did I again? Oh, damn. Monarch already? That wasn't even, yeah, that wasn't even that much. 285 rerolls. I think it gave me, yeah, his Memoria. I'm glad it gave me his Memoria. Oh my god. I was wondering if I had to like farm for it, bro. I was really hope I didn't, but hey. So, Divinity right here, baby. One pity. Hey, Divinity is a divinity. Let me get some goated stats on my boys. So we got a 24.9 godly stat, a max 12.5 SPA stat, and for the last stat I have a 12.4 for his range. And for the Memoria damage stat, 24.7 godly stat, and for the range stat for the Memoria, 12.4. And for the burb stats, high crit chance, high crit damage, high range but kind of low damage, but I don't think damage on him is gonna matter. All right, let's go showcase this goated unit. All right, so GOJO and SUKUNA, the place down, are 6,000 yen. Doing 800,000 on placement, 1.13, 1.33 mil, 1.55 mil, 1.84 mil, 2.15 mil, 2.87 mil, 3.38 mil, 4.10 mil, 4.61 mil, 5.73 million damage every 7.9 seconds with 76 range. And we just went down to 2 mil, but we will read the passives. Holy crap. Alright. Infinity. Range effects. Inflicts 50% slow on enemies in range if your pulse. If able, when an enemy enters within range, 20% of the unit's range. Attacks non-stop with random attacks. Every other attack deals 100% damage. More damage and bypasses damage reduction. Deal 100% more damage to overshield. Stun bleeding enemies for 2 seconds. Kitchen. Attacks inflict cleave and bleed for 80% of this unit's damage over 8 seconds when an enemy enters or exits this unit's range. Deal 1 instance of 100% damage to the enemy. Counts as an attack. 20-second cooldown per enemy. Dismantle when this unit attacks a bleeding enemy inflicted with cleave. Inflict dismantle instead of cleave. Buff bleed damage by 100%. Enemies inflicted with dismantle cannot receive repeated instances of the same DOT. Adaptation ignores weather effects. If the unit is affected by a status effect or status debuff, after 5 seconds it damaged by 50% per immunity this unit has. Bleed bonuses, buffs, range by 2% per bleeding enemy in range after 40%. When a bleeding enemy dies, buff damage by 2% up to 80%. When this unit applies bleed to an enemy with dismantle, that bleed is guaranteed crit. Alright, let's check out GOJO first. Alright, so we got GOJO doing 5 million on placement every 7.9 seconds with 76 range. He is, okay. Let's read the Memoria first. Wanton Destruction. Buff damage dealt to time stop enemies or enemies afflicted with dismantle by 45%. King of Curses. Critical hits from this unit inflict bleed by 10% of this unit's damage over 8 seconds. Inheritor of the Six Eyes. When this unit is placed for the first time, buff damage by 150% for 60 seconds. Not too bad. Let's read GOJO's passives. So, immune to weather effects, status effects, blah blah blah. When this unit kills an enemy, reduce active cooldown by 1 second. While Void is active, buff this unit's damage at 100%. Critical rate hits from this unit deal 50% more damage. If sold, this unit is replaced as itself and retains all upgrades. That's pretty good. Strongest of today. Energy meter gain 10% meter per attack. Meter consumption can be set per attack. Buff crit rate and damage by the meter spent. These values reset every attack. If meter reaches 0, this unit stops attacking for 3 seconds and fills meter to max. Not too bad. Alright, so we have his Void from his, normal mythic unit and cursed output. Let's do the Void first, see if it's any different. So he gains 100% more damage and time stops enemies for 15 seconds, but obviously he killed the enemies. He's doing 11.15 million damage. Let's make his cursed output 100%, and his damage should go up, I would assume. He's doing 11.15. This is with 100% cursed output. Let's pop the ability one more time. See how much damage he does. 16.73 million damage. He has 180% crit. Let's spawn a Vegeta in with like 10,000. Wow, he just absolutely nuked that boss. What? There's what? 3.65. He did 50 million damage. Because his crit is 100%. Besides that, let's get on to SUKUNA. Alright, so we got history's strongest. We got SUKUNA. Oh, we killed everybody. Wallahi. Oh. Uh-oh. Alright. So he's doing 5 million damage on placement. 7.9 seconds, 76 range. He's got his domain and binding valves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 binding valves. Sets active cooldown to 60 seconds permanently. Loses 40% damage. All enemies in range afflicted with 2% bleed for 4 seconds. Every second loses 20% damage. Spawns in Divine General to walk the track with HP equal to 10x this unit's damage. Loses 30% damage. Gains 100% crit rate and over crit loses 30% range. Anytime this unit applies burn or bleed, apply the same DOT. With the opposite, loses 30% damage. The amalgamation grants full map wide immunity and 30% increased damage dealt. Loses 50% damage. So I saw that this is like good for bleed. This one and this one were good for like the bleed. Let's do Vegeta. So he is doing a lot of bleed, as you can see, and burn. I'm not gonna lie, not as much damage as GOJO. Like, GOJO was doing a lot. Sukuna probably needs more people like that have, he needs a DOT team, basically what I'm saying. Let's pop his, let me spawn another Vegeta in real quick. Pop his domain real quick. Not too shabby, but again, I would say GOJO's better. Might just be me, but not gonna lie. Alright, let's read his passes real quick. Already read these. Stats mean strongest in history. Attacks inflict burn for 200% of the unit's damage over 8 seconds. When this unit applies burn to an enemy affected by dismantle, that DOT bypasses shields and damage reduction. If so, this unit can be replaced as itself when placed again. So just like GOJO. So this is Sukuna's damage with Brook buff and Urza buff. Also, let's look at how much damage he does one more time. So with the buffs, yeah, he's doing a lot more. He's ticking. Honestly, I don't know who's better. Might be GOJO, might be Sukuna, I don't know. It might be Sukuna. It might be. And this is GOJO's damage with the void and 100% output. He just did half of his HP. Alright, he did 90 mil. I think that was 90 mil. Yeah, and he's dead. I don't know. He might be better. He might be. I don't know. But he's crazy with the Urza buff and the Skeleton buff, or Brook buff. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I would appreciate it if you would like and subscribe. I worked really hard. Took a couple days to get GOJO and Sukuna. But anyways, I will see you on the next one. Peace. Jason to Twizzy. Jason to Twizzy. Jason to Twizzy, yeah, you know his name. He said it was nice. I saw the thumbnails are big with piss.